What is going on, guys? It is Wrestlelamia here, back with some more news. Join us now as we look at the wildest news stories and rumors you need to know, including Goldberg wrestling at SummerSlam, Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins get married, an insanely stupid gimmick for Baron Corbin, a real scary injury to a superstar, Eddie Kingston is blasted, and much more. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Now let's hit the intro and get straight into the first story. Our first story is whether Goldberg is wrestling at SummerSlam. As the WWE Universe has been hearing rumors of SummerSlam being a star-studded extravaganza, with rumors of both Edge and John Cena wrestling at the event. In fact, the latest scuttlebutt is that Edge will face Seth Rollins while Cena will battle Universal Champion Roman Reigns. Now there's talk that the WWE could bring in WWE Hall of Famer Bill Goldberg for the biggest party of the summer. Goldberg, who is believed to be contractually obligated to wrestle 2 matches a year in the WWE, has already wrestled once, coming up short against then WWE Champion Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. But who might Dollar Bill battle? According to Dave Meltzer, the WWE could be setting things up for a showdown between Big Bad Bill and WWE Champion Bobby Lashley. The Raw brand doesn't have any challengers set up, but they can always elevate Randy Orton or really anyone if they so choose. Bray Wyatt and Bill Goldberg are always on the bench, and the idea is an all-top hands-on-deck show. At this point, Meltzer's comments should be taken as speculation, as it appears he's going to be on the notion that Brock Lesnar won't face Bobby Lashley anytime soon, while Kofi Kingston's Money in the Bank match against the Almighty will be a one and done. However, fans shouldn't rule out the winner of this year's Men's Money in the Bank match from challenging Bobby at SummerSlam, or even pulling in a surprise cash-in. Some fans believe Drew McIntyre is going to win the Money in the Bank briefcase and use it to get around the stipulation that he can no longer wrestle Bobby Lashley for the championship, but that waits to be seen. Would you guys like to see the return of Goldberg? What do you think of wrestling Bobby Lashley at SummerSlam? Let us know in the comments down below. Next up, WWE power couple of Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins get hitched. Congratulations to Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins on tying the knot. According to an article from WWE.com, the couple were married yesterday. It read, "She is the man, she is the mom, and as of today, Becky Lynch is officially a wife." As revealed by Seth Rollins on his Instagram account, the day has finally come for the happy couple to tie the knot as they get married today. You may recall Rollins and Lynch were engaged in 2019, and rumor has it they planned on getting married in 2020 before the pandemic hit. Now we like to extend our warmest wishes to the newlyweds for a long and happy marriage. Next up, a real scary injury to a superstar. A bad news for NXT superstar Mercedes Martinez, as the talented wrestler appears to be legitimately knocked out during a mixed tag match involving her and Jake Atlas against Xia Li and Boa. During the bout, Lee kicked Martinez in the head and Mercedes collapsed to the mat. According to Fightful's Sean Ross Sapp, Mercedes Martinez was checked in the back and talent and staff were told she's headed to the hospital for further evaluation. We want to wish Mercedes a fast and full recovery, and will continue following this story once we get any updates. Next up, WWE making big changes backstage. It looks like the WWE is making some major moves not only with its wrestling roster, which has seen a recent slew of superstars released, but rumors of Vince McMahon scouting for bigger and better talent. But backstage, Fightful Select is reporting, "We're told to keep expecting changes within WWE, including some potential big ones in the coming days and weeks backstage." Could the WWE be planning a shake-up with its creative department? Well, you never know with Vince McMahon, whose mercurial mindset makes it possible for him to hire and fire personnel on a dime. I take this as speculation, but we believe the rumors of Vince McMahon seeing the return of live fans as a way to jumpstart the WWE product, and could also see him try new writers and get rid of those in place. At this point, no one whose last name is a McMahon shouldn't be considered safe. If any major moves happen, we're uncertain whether they'll help the WWE product, but as always, we'll keep you updated on any updates. Next up, Bubba Ray blasts Eddie Kingston's promo. Eddie Kingston's attack on WWE hasn't gone unnoticed by his peers, with one WWE Hall of Famer taking issue with Kingston calling out the WWE, although not by name, after an episode of Dynamite. Kingston went off on the other channel for its treatment of fans, a move which delighted some fans but angered WWE Hall of Famer Bubba Ray Dudley. During an episode of Busted Open Radio, Dudley spoke out against Kingston's promo, saying, "Eddie Kingston needs to shut the F up and stay in his lane. and his lane is an AEW guy speaking about AEW and flying the flag for AEW, then I'm completely on board. Tell me why you were in an indie guy for the majority of your career. Now this company took a chance on you and you have learned to love it and everything about it. Now I'm on board, Eddie, but take the easy way out and knock the WWE? There's no reason to go there. If Cody wants to destroy a throne, I get it. If Jericho wants to say F you, I got it, Eddie White, there's no reason for Eddie to say it. Kingston quickly responded to criticism, telling WrestleZone, let's get this question out of the way. Let's all calm down. You think I'm gonna bury the locker room that I worked for? No, plus I love our locker room. I love AEW. What do you want from me? They're paying me. They're putting me on national television after it'll be 20 years in October. Of course I'm gonna rah-rah AEW. Relax. I expect people from the joint if they're allowed to mention our names. The WWE makes it a habit not to mention the competition by name, but Kingston clarified he made his comments after Dynamite had gone off the air. He also pointed out, man, competition's good, watch pro wrestling. I don't care, I grew up during the days in the 90s where you had guys in ECW calling out everybody. You had WCW doing everything they could to beat World Wrestling Federation at the time. They did too. It's good. Competition's good, y'all. However you may feel about Kingston's post-show comments, he does make a good point that wrestling companies were constantly mocking each other on television during the height of the Monday Night War, and a review of ECW footage probably has at least one instance of Bubba Ray knocking the WWF or WCW. The case can be made that Bubba Ray is also trying to stir up some heat for the Busted Open radio show by attacking Kingston. Do you guys agree with Bubba Ray, or was Kingston just engaging in the standard mudslinging that goes on between wrestlers in different promotions? And finally, an insane gimmick for Baron Corbin. Last but not least, King Corbin is back to being Baron Corbin following the loss of his crown to Shinsuke Nakamura. A rumor has it that WWE has a new gimmick for the former king, and it doesn't sound good. Heel by Nature is reporting WWE filed 3 new trademarks with the US Patent and Trademark Office. On 25th June, trademarks were filed for Happy Corbin, Nikki Ash, and World Class Championship Wrestling. The applications were entered into a trademark database on Tuesday, 29th June morning. And Nikki Cross recently debuted her new superhero character Nikki Ash, aka Almost a Superhero, which has fans dreading the thought of what happy Baron Corbin will be like. Despite the cringy concept, Corbin has a knack for pulling off the most ridiculous storylines, and it's possible he'll use his talents to make this work. What do you guys think of it? Let us know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.